guys, welcome again to La Cocina de Vivian. A recap. Earlier, what I did was some black beans, some dried black beans, which I put in the pressure pot with some water, half the pot full with water, and a whole green pepper cut in half. Okay. Then in here, I have the chicken that I marinated with some mojo, garlic powder, this is garlic powder, complete seasoning, salt, black pepper, a whole lemon. And I marinated, browned the chicken, and then I got that marinated sauce and I threw on top of the chicken and I covered it and I put it into medium to low heat. That's what's in here. I'm going to switch things over. I need the beans already soft and I'm going to season the beans. So, I'm going to move this up here, I'm going to move this back here. Close that. And over here. Alright. Now, a pressure pot. You have to be very, very careful. You never open a pressure pot when it's hot. You run it under the cold water for the pressure of the water to evaporate, and then you're able to open the pot. Because if you open it while it's hot, it's going to splatter and you're going to get burned. So, give me a few minutes because I'm going to put this under the cold water. I'm back, guys. Okay. Now to season the beans. What do we need? Okay, I told you earlier, my family, especially my husband, he don't like to bite on whole onions and green pepper. So I usually blend everything up, and that's the sofrito. Well, sofrito is basically made of again, it's a green pepper, an onion, and some, got right here, some garlic, okay? And you don't have to blend enough if you don't want to, but I'm just doing it with, I do it for my family. And some olive oil, you blend it all up. Gotta move this to the back again because I have to, okay? I'm gonna fry a sofrito with some vegetable oil, olive oil. Saute it a little bit, let the onions and the green pepper get nice and soft, and then I'm gonna throw it into the beans. And I do not know where mine. One second, guys. It seems to be missing my olive oil. One second. Oh, here it goes. Okay, olive oil. I'm gonna put some olive oil in the little pan. I'm also going to throw some olive oil inside the beans. So this is for flavor. Okay. What do we use for seasoning? Basically the same thing again. Garlic powder, oregano, complete seasoning, 2 bay leaves, and some salt. Now, this is traditional Cuban black beans. I know most of you guys probably put cilantro or culantro or recao, whatever the case might be. But in Cuban black beans, we don't use that. We barely even cook with it. Only on rare occasion. So this is traditional Cuban black beans. So I'm going to get my sofrito. And I'm going to get a spoon. One second. pepper. I'm gonna show this is hot. This is kind of hot. And it's about 2 tablespoons that I need. And I'm gonna fry this up a little bit. Lower the heat, because you don't want the onions and the green peppers to get burned. You just want them to get a little bit soft, a little bit tender, and then you throw it into the beans. So what's that doing, I'm going to put oregano into the beans. And if I had to measure, I'll say it's like a half a teaspoon of oregano. But oregano is very strong, so you don't want that much of oregano. Some call it complete seasoning, like I told you, the Spanish kind, because there's a lot of different ones. I know, I'll remind you, there's a lot of different complete seasonings, but the Spanish one. And I usually don't measure, so I'll say like a tablespoon. Everything's by eyeball. And a tablespoon of garlic powder. Less is better. You don't want the seeds to overpower the beans. Now, vino seco. There's any type of vino seco, which is just basically Spanish cooking wine. But basically, I use the golden one. And it's a full 2 tablespoons of the golden one. Oh, and I forgot. Let me go back here. And I also use the red one. Some people just will stick with one, but I use both of them. I just like how it tastes different. And two big tablespoons of the big one. Okay. So it's the red and the golden. Now, up to now I have not put any salt. So this is nice and so nice and tender. The onions, the green pepper, the garlic. I'm going to throw it in here. And it makes it easier if I actually put this up in here, right? So, okay. Stir it around a little bit. Now I'm going to put the salt. Now, salt is to taste. So, I'll say a teaspoon of salt is to taste. Looks more like a teaspoon, but and that's it. Now you want to taste to see if you have enough salt in your food, and you do. Now the secret, guys, and I'm giving away my secret, is in the black beans, especially Cuban black beans, that we put a little teaspoon or up to 2 teaspoons of sugar in the beans. So this is my sugar. And I do measure this because you don't want this to be too sweet. So it's 2 teaspoons of sugar into the beans. Want to taste it again. See. And there you go. Black beans. Now you let it simmer. Some people like their black beans very thick. Some people like a little bit thinner. So it's up to you. You check them. You see the consistency of the beans, the liquid that you want. And that's it. We personally like it a little bit, not too thick, in between. So I'll put it to the back and I'll put it in medium heat low to medium heat for a good 20 minutes, and black beans are done. The only thing that's missing now is the rice. But everybody knows how to do rice, so I don't need to teach you how to do that. So once again, it's the black beans and the chicken. Stay tuned for my next video with La Cocina de Vivian, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.